This is Dennis Sullivan. Have you been served with a petition seeking to dissolve your marriage? Has your spouse filed for divorce? If so, you probably fall into one of two groups of people. One is that you and your spouse have been discussing divorce, and you're not entirely surprised that you were served with a petition for divorce. The second group is where your spouse has filed suit out of the blue, and you did not anticipate any such action. If you want to try to save your marriage, even though your spouse has filed for divorce, this video is for you. If you've been blindsided by the divorce, you need to understand a number of things. First, it's likely that your spouse has been planning the divorce for some time and has already thought through it and already knows how they wish it to progress. They have been through the emotional roller coaster of planning the divorce and have already moved on. You, on the other hand, have not had that same chance. You have not had the time to come to terms with the divorce and have not had the time to deal with your emotions. Your first reaction could be anger, pain, or that you've been thrown into this unbelievable counter universe and that with time it will all go away and go back to normal. Unfortunately, your life will not go back to what it was prior to the divorce filing. And, in all honesty, you do not want it to go back to what it was prior to the divorce petition being filed. You want your relationship to change. You want it to be stronger and better. You therefore need to have two goals. One is to attempt to save your marriage. The other is to take steps to protect yourself. Taking steps to protect yourself does not mean agreeing to the divorce and does not mean that a final divorce decree is inevitable. There are many cases where divorce is filed, but during the divorce process, the couple decides to work together to reimagine the relationship, to rebuild the relationship. If you find yourself in this type of a situation where your spouse has filed for divorce, but you really do not want one, you cannot simply ignore the divorce petition. You need to retain an attorney to answer and dispute the petition. Your marriage will not come back just because you want it so. You will need to work at it, understand why your spouse filed for divorce, and work towards learning if there is any way you and your spouse can reach some middle ground and find a way to rebuild the relationship. As the saying goes, it takes two to tango, and since your spouse filed for divorce, it will be up to you to convince your spouse that an open discussion about your relationship is necessary and beneficial. Once the petition is served, however, you cannot simply ignore the legal process in hopes of your spouse having this discussion with you. You need a lawyer to protect your legal rights, but your lawyer can also ask the court to order counseling. If you or your spouse refuse to or are unable to discuss the issues in your relationship without getting emotional or angry, you can request that the court order counseling. The use of court-ordered counseling can give you the chance to address issues in the relationship, and since it is court-ordered, your legal rights in the underlying divorce can still be protected. Stepp Sullivan can assist you if you've been served divorce papers and wish to dispute the divorce and fight for your marriage. The lawyers at Stepp Sullivan are here to help you with any family legal issues you have. We are more than happy to meet with you in person, observing social distancing guidelines, but can also meet with you through Zoom or Skype or simply over the telephone. If we can answer any questions you have, or if you need additional information, we're here for you. We work one-on-one with our clients to focus on the outcome that is most important to you. At Stepp Sullivan, we make it personal, powerful,